Hello everyone, welcome back. Your average driver here. Nations Cup was off to Deep Forest yesterday for 18 laps. Have we done this many laps in a World Series event before? I don't recall. Right away I go for a dive, but think better of it. I back off a little bit. Side by side after turn 1 doesn't go very well typically. I would go a little deep in, turn 5? And lose 5th place straight away. A no-stop strategy dominated this race, myself included in that. Only a couple of drivers stopped that I was able to notice. The medium tires are pretty well shot by lap 14 or 15, but it wasn't too difficult to manage after that actually. Heading down the front straight, small-time Vermin gets the slipstream. I'll get a bumper tap as I start braking. I can brush that aside, but he goes for a dive and uses my car as a backstop. I make a mental note of that as it's one of those borderline things which, first time it happens, I try to give others the benefit of the doubt. Lap 6, there's a battle going on in front of me. Small Time sneaks his way past Sisyphus, who tries to nudge his way back into 5th. This sets off a wrestling match. A couple of taps back and forth, some tire smoke, and a predictable ending. I retake P5, thank you very much. You see driving like that in online racing. No penalty system will completely eliminate it. I'd rather stay out of it personally. At this point, I'm thinking Small Time is one of those drivers to simply avoid. Ahead a lap, Lizzie Goblin, aided by his slipstream, makes a nicely timed dive, outbraking me for the overtake. My compliments to you, good sir, for a fine move. Not a whole lot I could do there. Same corner, lap 9. Goblin and Hobo both get it wrong. I couldn't tell if they touched, but it looked like they were trying to avoid contact with each other. I go through, but Hobo, he's going to get a nice run on me down the front straight. I lose a position, but the leader boxes this lap, and I remain in 5th. The next lap, it would be my turn to benefit from a slipstream. I get by Hobo, heading toward the hairpin. He sees I have inside position and backed off nicely, very sporting of him. I then slip past our friend Goblin and into a podium position for the first time in this race. It wouldn't last long, however. I thought Goblin was going to make a move into turn 1. I left him room. We end up side by side into turn 2, which again is not a good idea. I had to lift there anyway, so it made sense to let him by. Unfortunately, this left me directly in front of Small Time once again, and I did not want to risk getting into it with him. He was setting better lap times anyway, so on through he goes. The back straight plays a big role once again. Brigsby in 2nd serves a penalty. 3 of us go through, but Goblin runs wide. My read is he got distracted by his rearview mirror and missed his brake marker. I cut him off slightly as I didn't think he'd rejoin so quickly, but for the second time in this race I find myself in a podium position. A couple of laps would go by in this order. On lap 14, Goblin makes another well-timed move into turn 1, but I would get a nice run on him on the back straight and get myself back into 3rd place. 3 laps remaining near the back straight. In my rear view, Goblin desperately trying to keep Brigsby behind him, and I get punted into the realms. Now, I forgot to save the replay after this race, -1 on me, so the only angle I had was my rear view mirror. It looks like Brigsby bumped into Goblin. You'll notice the sudden burst of speed, which sent Goblin into my bumper. Fortunately, I only lost 2 places. Yes, I was immediately a little upset, and I don't think there were any penalties issued, but I had such fun in this one that I couldn't stay mad for long, nor hold any ill will to either driver. Plus, in no way did it look intentional. I'm sure we've all benefited from and lost out of scenarios just like this one. I would eventually get back within a second of Brigsby, but with 2 destroyed front tires, could that right front be any worse? I can't make up enough ground and run out of laps, finishing where I started in P5. That finishes this one. I hope you enjoyed it. I am your average driver. Thanks for watching.